morning. It is morning. It's way too early in the morning for me. Just woke up a bit ago. It's, I guess, about 9:30. It's going to be hot today. It's been really nice weather all week until yesterday. It went back in the 90s, but after today, it's going back to great weather. Going back into nice autumn weather, my favorite time of year. But up early, Ross has taken me to urgent care. I've had an ongoing sinus ear infection for a couple months now, which, you know, with a lot of stress, definitely probably played a huge part in, you know, obviously that little mini stroke I had last month. But in my past history of mini strokes, a couple of times underlying sinus ear infection also is a contributing factor. I also have a, give you the bird, a infected cuticle, which I get these every now and then, but it's never been this severe where I can't bend my finger. It's so severely swollen. It's just in really, really bad shape. Oh, my glasses are fogging. And I did some reading, and some types of cuticle infections are actually a type of staph, and I also have a history of MRSA staph infections. I've had 4. The first time I caught it was actually from, set those there, was from my mother in 2007. And that is what my mother died from, was MRSA. And I don't have an immune system because of my lifelong health issues, and so MRSA is something I can't play around with. My doctors have said that once you get MRSA, and if you survive it, you're susceptible to getting it over and over. It's harder to treat every time, especially if you're somebody like me who is severely allergic to most antibiotics that they use to treat it with. So, even a simple cuticle infection like this can be extremely dangerous for me. So, considering my finger is so swollen, it's actually a tiny bit better this morning, but I can feel the infection spreading up my finger because my whole finger and hand is hurting so bad, and it's getting to where I can't bend my finger from the middle of the knuckle. So, yeah, it's definitely time to get it looked at. But, you know, it's just something I've got to be very, very careful with. I can't mess around with that. So, between these 2 infections, time to see the doctor. Oh, way to start the day, but I'm doing good. I'm not panicking. I'm usually huge on panic, especially when it comes to something like staph, but I'm doing good not to panic. And my dogs, they're usually very sensitive. They know when I panic, so trying to be good, especially for the dogs. But Russ will be here soon, and then I know they're gonna put me on antibiotics for all this funk going on. So we're gonna hit up the Walgreens, and I don't have much funds this month, but maybe I think I turned myself off. Maybe I can find 1 or 2 of the Star Wars exclusive Funko Pops. Probably not. They're probably gone by now, but never know. Never know what you might find. Maybe find something Nightmare Before Christmas. We'll see. But, see ya! We are finished at urgent care. And now we are at the Targets. Say hi, Ross. And we are going toy shopping for Force Friday. Here we are. Star Wars toys. Oh my god, he's so ugly, but he's cute. Oh my god, look at that. I love him. Well, if I had a spare $100, I'd love to have him. We've got our Funko Pops. Not really much of what I'm looking for. Yeah. It's my phone to see what might be back here hiding. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't see much of anything. So sad. They do have the Star Wars Funko Pops here. Just in a different spot. Oh my goodness. Wow. Whoa, I love those tins. These prints are awesome. Aren't those tins on the top shelf awesome?
Yeah.
They're like the stickers they got us. Hi, so finally home. Here with the brat. We just came in from him and Mahoney taking their afternoon walk. Padfoot's gotta have to have his afternoon pool walk, so I just got home and we did our afternoon walk. And I got into my PJ pants and I got some ice cream, so put the ice cream away. And Padfoot wants a biscuit. Let's come here. Sit down. Oh. I didn't ask for a kiss, but I'll take all that you want to give. I love my baby. So, I could do without all the drool, though. didn't get any video at the, good boy, at, urgent care. I was kind of worried that they might do some lancing on my finger, and I was so prepared to bring you gory horror freak friends and subscribers that footage if need be. I might have thrown up and passed out, even though I used to be a paramedic and I've had to do that kind of thing on other people. When it's kind of on your own body, it kind of makes you a little queasy, but I know some of y'all freaks would have been so into that, so I was so prepared to step up and give you that kind of footage if need be. But no, because the infection still hadn't come up to the surface of the skin yet, and I have a history of MRSA staph, the doctor he considered doing that actually, but because of my history with MRSA and the infection just wasn't brought up to the surface of the skin yet, he just did not want to have to do that. He just thought, you know, health-wise, and, you know, as I had mentioned earlier, you know, me not having an immune system, that just could be a very dangerous thing to do, you know, very detrimental. So, for now, he's opted to just go the route of strong antibiotics, and it's also an antibiotic that will work on my sinus and ear infections. So, you know, double whammy, you know, to wipe out infections. So, I'm going to be on strong antibiotics for a couple weeks. So, hopefully that will work. I did take he rebandaged it, but then he gave me a fistful of more bandages, and he just said, you know, bandage it several times a day just to keep it clean, you know. Anytime I go to the bathroom, anytime I, you know, handle the dog's food, handle them, you know, anything, just to keep, you know, got to keep my finger as clean as possible. You know, because even all the way up to the knuckle here, the skin is really tight and white and stiff, and it's hard to bend the finger from here down. So it's just really swollen and it hurts, but now it's taken care of, and you know, for now I'm okay. So, whew, big relief. So, they called in my antibiotic to Walgreens, and so we left there. We went over to Target to check out the Star Wars toys for Forest Friday. Even though I know I really couldn't get anything because funds are just tight this month, as I said the other day. And I had a couple huge bills, like my power bill and some other things, and with a so-called friend and a family member owing me quite a bit of money, and, you know, I had these, you know, huge bills, you know, on top of me this month. You know, funds were just very, very limited. So, I did get one thing, because it's Forest Friday. You know, I couldn't walk out there without a Star Wars item. But then I did see something I liked, and my friend wanted to get it for me, and he said, you know, well, you can just pay me back later on, whenever. But because me and him are like that, you know, we'll get each other whatever, you know, not a big deal, because we've known each other more than half our lives, for like over 20 years, but I don't like that, and, you know, I have issues with asking for help. I don't like people helping me. I don't like gifts. You know, I get so frustrated like that. But he wanted to get it for me, and I wouldn't let him. And so, but I did ask before we left, you know, because it was the only one left, and I asked would they be getting any more in case it sold, so that I could come back next month and get it. And they said chances were probably not, because of these toys. I could look online and maybe order it there. But when we went to lunch, we went on the Target website, and unfortunately, you couldn't purchase these online. So, you know, in true autism, fashion, I had a Aspie meltdown. And it wasn't just so much a toy. It just, people on the spectrum, doesn't matter if you're a kid or an adult, we have tendencies to have meltdowns, and it's just over the least little thing. The littlest things just tend to set us off, especially if we're already in an emotional state, which I was, because I'm sick, and I just didn't feel well, and I haven't slept in a couple days because the weather's been affecting my joints, and and I'm just in a lot of pain. I've been worried about this infection in my hand because, of the MRSA, and my mom died of MRSA, and I've had MRSA a few times already, and it made me so sick, and I worry about dying, so, I've been worried about that, so, and I told Ross, I said, it might be stupid to get mad about, but me and a couple of people are talking about it yesterday, but you just see so many people on YouTube that are always on there begging for money and gifts, and people throw stuff at them, and these people are just so undeserving and so ungrateful and appreciative, and people just throw all this free stuff at them, and then there's other people that we have to struggle for every little thing we get. Good, decent people, and it just seems like we don't get crap in life. And it just seems like such an unfair balance. And it's just those little things just, upset you when there's just something, the little things that you want sometimes, and you can't have them, And so, that, just all these compounding things just kind of just made me snap in the middle of Target, and I lost it just over a toy, and then I got mad at myself. And so, we just went on with our lunch, and then we popped over to Walgreens, and went over there, and I actually looked to see if I got any of the Star Wars exclusive Funko Pops. Of course I didn't. Which, I love Star Wars. I grew up on it. I love Star Wars. I'm not real huge into the Star Wars Pops. But I was telling Ross I would love to find the glow-in-the-dark Yoda. He's so cute. But they didn't have any of the Star Wars Pops. I didn't think they would. It took me months to find the 4 Marvel Walgreens exclusive. It took me months to find those, so I didn't expect they'd have them, but, I'm not, real big into collecting the Star Wars Pops. That's not, high on my priority list. I'm trying to finish out my Doctor Who Pops and, collect all the Harry Potters, finish out those, so, so the Star Wars wasn't high on my priority. But I was looking at the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Because some of the Walgreens around here will hold some items for you as long as you want. This particular one, they were kind of being a-holes about it and said no. And because I don't have the money till next month. And my other 2 Walgreens that will hold stuff, they didn't have a lot of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff in yet. So, they didn't have some of the things I want to hold stuff for me. So, actually, Ross went ahead and got me 3 things I wanted, because they wouldn't hold them for me. So, and I'm so excited because I really, really wanted these. So, he got me the Jack plushie. I know, you see it. Padfoot already looked at him earlier. And he's over here eyeballing him real hard. So there's Jack. This one he really liked because he liked the hair. But there's Sally. And I think this one's my favorite, even though Jack and Sally's always been my favorite. But Oogie Boogie, because not only is he big and fluffy, but he's green, and green is my favorite color. Look, Poopy. Look. Look. What is that? Come here. Come here. What is that? These would be even better if you squeezed them and they talk. Get off there. What is it? So I did get my Nightmare Before Christmas plushies. I'm still trying to find the big Jack and Sally dolls. Not the 2 feet ones, but there's some that they're a little bit bigger. They're like almost the size of like small kids. But now when we were at Target earlier, because we went to Target before we went to Walgreens. What do you get? Oh yeah, big gopher balloon. I did get this because like I said I did the I'm tired, so I can't talk. Like I said, I did have to get something Star Wars because it was Force Friday. But and I'm not going to open this because it's sealed on both ends, and so I'm going to keep it in the package. But I got this Star Wars The Black Series Titanium Millennium Falcon. They had this or they had the Land Speeder, and I asked Ross which he would get, and he said Millennium Falcon, which I kind of agreed. And I'm sorry if the lighting is bad in here. My overhead light, which gave me extra lighting in here, the bulb blew, and I mean, the light bulb in there must have been at least 15, 20 years old, and it's never blown, so I'm going to have to get a new bulb in there, and I'm going to have to bring another lamp in here for extra lighting. But I did get this, but then Ross convinced me to let him take me back to Target to get the plush that I wanted in the first place. So we did go back. And Padfoot has had his eye on this since I walked in the door. This is the plush that I wanted. I also want the Chewbacca really, really bad because his roar is so adorable. They only had this, Chewbacca, R2, and I think Vader, but I'm not quite sure. I wouldn't mind the R2 either, but I really wanted him and Chewbacca. But out of those 4, Yoda's my favorite. And I've already unpackaged him. But he's so cute. If you press his tummy, he talks.
For 800 years have I trained Jedi. When 900 years old you reach, look as good you are not. Concentrate. Feel the force flow. Yes. Jedi, use the force. Judge me by my size, do you? For 800 years have I trained Jedi.
I love it. The only complaint I have about and look at his hair. He's so cute. The only complaint I have about this little guy is he's missing the one phrase he's known for. Do or do not. There is no try. Why doesn't he say that? But he's so totes adorable. I love him so much. He loves him so much. Isn't he precious? Look.
When 900 years old you reach, look as good you are not.
You like him? What?
Feel the force. No.
Feel the force.
Jedi, use the force. Judge me by my size, do you? For 800 years have I trained Jedi. When 900 years old you reach, look as good you are not. Concentrate. Feel the force. No.
I don't know why he's so freaked out by talking plushies.
Jedi, use the force.
Or talking toys in general. He's so confounded by them.
Be by my size, do you? For 800 years have I trained Jedi.
You want him? Get kisses. Get kiss. Get kiss. Get kisses. Anyway, he's so cute. I really appreciate Ross doing that. I don't know why that just triggered such an emotion over me, and just stupid people just miff me off sometimes over little things, and I was just such an emotional state as it was, and I guess I was just so overcome by cuteness, but it's just been one of those mornings, I guess. Just, I don't know. And my blood sugar was low about that time, so, you know, I just lost my mind a little bit. What? He's standing in front of the Yoda, just kind of giving it this weird look. He's trying to take him off the table, but he's kind of scared. You scared of him, Bubby? What's the matter? But that's been my day. Right now I'm really, really exhausted, and I was just so emotional. I think I've just been so wound up for the past couple days, worried about my finger. When it comes to skin infections, I freak out so easily because, like I said, I've had MRSA, staph infections a few times in the past because I caught it from my mother, and that's what my mother died from, and it's not something you want to mess around with. So, you know, if I get an infection and it won't clear up on its own, no matter how hard I try to treat it, when it gets to a point I have to go to the doctor, I start to, like, really panic. I get very emotional. So I think the last couple of days, I've just kind of worked myself into a bit of a frenzy, and I've tried really hard not to let myself get in a panic state, but I think by the time I got to the doctor, and they were considering slicing my finger open, I think that's when panic started to set in a little bit, and I just got emotional. But, you know, I'm home now, and I can relax, and I need to wind down, and saying I'm itching. I've got hives because I got myself so worked up today. But I need to wind down and relax and remember I'm okay. So, but that's it. Just gonna chill out for the rest of the day. I got a tag video I'm doing, but I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm expecting a couple packages. I think 3 packages in the next day or two. I think one was supposed to come yesterday, but it still hasn't shown up yet. I'm supposed to get a couple within the next couple of days, so we'll see. I'm just kind of taking it easy until the medication starts working. Don't want to overdo anything, 'cause I just feel awful. But we'll be around, so you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out from me and the Bubster, who's over there. Bye. Yeah, this is the only Oogie Boogie that I've been able to find at any of the Walgreens around here, and I think I'm going to have to find another one somewhere. If anyone comes across one of these at one of their local Walgreens, these are one of the $5.99 Oogie Boogie plushes. If you could find me another one, please, because I have officially lost custody of this one. It is now belonged to Padfoot. I'm not getting this one back. Every time I try to take it, he growls. So, please hit me up if you can find one. Thanks. Say thanks. Is that Padfoot's baby? Oh, God, he bit me. Guess that'll teach me to stick my thumb in his mouth. Every time I take it and I say, is Is this Mama's baby? He gets mad and he tries to take it from me. Is it Mama's baby or is it Padfoot's baby? Give it back. Look, this is Mama's. Look. Padfoot. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it! Look, it's covered in slobber. Thank you. Are you mad now? Oh, look at that sad face. Look, you made all his stuffing go in one side. He's all lopsided now. You like him, don't you? Do you like him that much? Well, there goes my toy. Anything for my fur child? Say bye, buddy! Say bye! He's like, screw you, I got a toy.